Congratulations. No, I have to congratulate you guys. Congrats, bro. Congrats, La Salle. Ano? As expected. Because they were heavily favored. Expected. Beat Ateneo.
Kung ba heavily favored?
Hindi naman ata kami heavily favored.
Can you explain why La Salle was heavily favored in that game?
Well, they're playing better than Ateneo. I honestly think they have a stronger lineup than Ateneo.
You don't have to honestly think. It's a fact.
For the first time in 20 years or so?
Hindi ba? Hindi naman.
Dati kasi skill lang ginagamit ng mga Lasalista. Ngayon medyo maganda na lineup. First time in a while, no?
No, but I genuinely want to congratulate. It's been a while, It's been a while since La Salle beat...
6 straight na, no?
Bakit yan na, Kasulatan.
6 straight.
What? 3 years. 3 years. Which is 12 times 3. How many months?
Hindi naman
Matay na tayo. Wag
Anyway, basta matagal na. But like I said, I still feel na, and this is not out of bitterness, no? La Salle was expected to win that game, which is why it was a little startling.
Nagulat ka ng first half.
Oo naman, sino ba hindi magugulat na Ateneo was leading by...
Ako nagulat.
Yeah, nagulat. Ba, di ba kayo nagulat?
Teka, bakit kami heavily favored? Parang patas lang naman yung lineup natin,
Ano na yung patas? Ateneo walang Kiefer Ravena. Okay, wala kayong Yutin Andrada, wala kayong L.A. Revilla. But Kiefer Ravena is like,
Bakit? Pareho lang naman pang model ang itsura ni Yutian sa ni Kiefer,
Oo nga.
Pareho lang kayo itsura.
Yung pang model. Pang endorser.
I just want to point out na nasa alumnus to, Gusto ko lang linawin ka na. Okay, let's get to basketball. Okay, can you access your basketball mind for a change and explain how La Salle beat Ateneo Sunday?
Magkalig sila nung araw na yun.
That's it?
Hindi, I mean, that La Salle team,
By the way,
they were able to adjust.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Hindi ko na nga binabanggit yun. Para kunwari lang.
Hindi, kasi pag pinlay mo naman yan sa internet, git-git yan. But, good adjustment. Alam mo, we were talking about this at kanina dun sa natin, malaki nating dressing room. Diba?
While eating our Papa John's pizza.
So, you see what Coach Juno did? Iba-iba yung ginawa niya rotation. Meron siyang 2 big, 3 big, and finally found the solution nung nag-1 big siya. And, that's what you have to do. It's one thing to have the pieces. It's another thing to push the pieces to the right direction.
Ikaw, Mags.
Sigurado ka, Mick?
No, Mags.
Nanindigan natin yan, Mick.
Weren't you happy that La Salle won?
Coach Juno, ang ganda ng pagkakabalasan niya, ang ganda ng pagkakadiskarte niya sa game niya. First half, nangapa, binasa. They were down 14. Talagang double digits most of the way through that first half. Pero yung third quarter, yung small lineup to begin that third quarter with the pressure defense, hanggang sa maidikit. Tapos nung striking distance nandoon na, he suddenly went big, dumping the ball down low. Inubos yung big man ng Ateneo. Ayun, the fourth quarter, the rest was history.
Miyaka, congrats.
Thanks.
Yung so, were you happy na yung De La Salle, nanalo? I mean, they won. They finally won.
I'm so happy!
You're so happy. Tapos,
naiiyak sa tuwa.
No, but wasn't it like parang finally, after 3 years, La Salle finally won over Ateneo?
Not even that. Ang sobrang ganda nung ginawa nila nung game na yun. They were capitalizing on Ateneo not having a big man. And nagpakita yung big man na sinasabi ko nawawala.
Narinig na, nanood ata nung episode, sabi mo, dapat sa bench lang sila. Wag na silang maglaro, wag na silang mag-uniform, wag na silang magpakita.
Parang wala naman ako sinabing ganyan.
Wala. No, but like Van Opsal, I felt that, parang he was dedicating.
We have a friend.
Okay. He was dedicating that game to you.
I know! Thank you!
Oo, sa inyo ni Doug.
I know, okay talaga yun na meron siya and si Norbert Torres na performance, I think...
I don't know about Norbert, but Juno was really upset with Norbert the whole game actually. But with Arnold Van Opstal, he played really well.
Yeah, kasi madami nagsabi na pang model lang si Van Opstal. So at least na yun, we know na he's a legit
model na nga siya,
center.
pang basketball pa.
Alam na natin yun.
Okay, now, Charles, from the Ateneo perspective, shouldn't Ateneans be, I guess in a way, parang lumaban naman yung team. Lumamang pa ng double figures. You try to win without one of the best players in the UAP. put up a good fight.
I think they did a good job, but again, they have glaring weaknesses, and one of them is the lack of big men talaga. And Van Opstal really took it to them, and he killed them. And I honestly thought Jaron Teng didn't play such a good game, at least to start. Couldn't hit free throws. He couldn't defend Chris Newsome. Newsome was 10 for 10 from the 2-point range, and he was driving at will. And I mean, he only goes right, but still they couldn't stop him, right?
He only sabi mo parang naman.
Wag. But Newsome was really impressive. I thought Buenafe was okay, but at LaSalle, their other guys stepped up. Si De La Paz played well, and Vosotros and Van Opstal. So, malaking bagay. And as Jason mentioned, they adjusted the second half. They figured out the right combination. I thought the first half their rotation was a little bit weird, pero no second half they seemed to get it down. They made the right adjustments. And the fourth, all they did was run pick and rolls, and Ateneo couldn't find a way to stop it.
I'm personally, I'm happy for Luigi De La Paz. I mean, that guy was in limbo last year. Couldn't find playing time.
Even at the start of this year.
Yeah. So, and then, magic bunot ni Coach Juno. They needed someone who can hit from the outside. He hit from the outside. Hit a big fall away from the free throw line. And, and you could tell after the game, yung mga teammates nilalapitan siya because they were really happy for him.
Yeah, and he came in there with positive energy. One thing you have to remember. Most of those players, they don't know their roles yet. Remember, Coach Juno only arrived a full month, short of
3
a month,
weeks.
short of a month coming into the season. So he didn't have a full preseason to say, ikaw ang lalaroin mo gantong minuto, ikaw ang lalaroin mo gantong minuto. I think we know who his top 6, 7 players are. But other than that, that's all up in the air. That's for Gab to pick up, for Luigi to pick up, whoever, Tampos, whoever. Kung sino magandang laro sa practice, then you earn your keep.
What about you? If let's say Charles, pointed out yung obvious weaknesses ng Ateneo, moving forward for LaSalle, I mean, do you see weaknesses that they still need to address?
Siguro yung tapang.
Tapang? Why?
Yeah, kasi yung energy nga na binunot nila mula dito kay De La Paz, doon lang sila na-inspire. Yung inspired play, yung never give up, yung mga tapang ng mga Ritualo, Cardona, Aliado, Joseph Yu, back in the day, Mike Cortez, yun yung parang kulang this season. Nakita natin no third quarter or in that second half of that big game against Ateneo. Hopefully, it's a sign of things to come kasi kahit natuwan na sila, kahit yung first win, di naman ganun kaganda yung nilaro din talaga. Sana, moving forward, tuloy-tuloy na nakuha na nga nila yung tapang nila.
Parang may cautious optimism.
May kulang pa. At least for one half of basketball, I saw it. I was proud of it. So hopefully, tuloy-tuloy.
Yeah, one thing that you have to remember, LaSalle beat a team that's 0-3 right now.
2 teams that are 0-3.
Exactly. So you can't be doing somersaults at the moment if you're a LaSallian.
Bigat yung mga kasunod.
Diba, marami ka pang mga kalaban na malalakas.
FTW yata next eh.
Pero anytime you beat Ateneo, you have to be happy.
Yeah. Pwede siguro roll lang sa ground. Roll lang yung summer kasi 0-3 sila ngayon eh. Pero pag yung 3-0, pwede yun.
If I'm not mistaken, 3-0 FEU yung susunod na kalaban. Doesn't matter yung end result, pero yung laban, as long as lumaban, makita mo yung lumaban.
Importante yung end result.